Welcome back, YouTubers, to my channel of an everyday life of an Aspie. If you're new to my channel, I welcome you all. I'm Aspie and I'm all about creating mental health and awareness and sharing my life story. If you're into any of these videos that I share, be it mental health, general health and the like, along with fun and games, and also just following me what my life is like with Aspie's syndrome, feel free to subscribe to my channel. And if you do decide to subscribe to my channel, feel free to also turn on the notification bell. I know it's been of late of me of doing what I'm thinking on doing as I'm sharing with you as I'm doing these sit down videos, and some of them I really want to try and get off my chest right now of what I've been pondering about, since there's a lot of things going on. But just to recap, while I was in the small YouTubers group, community group of the small one that I'll link in the description below if you want to know what they're all about, that one of the members was asking us a few questions, something for us to think about while we're doing YouTube and all that, knowing our whys and whatnot, as obviously, and our value to our channel. If you were to pitch your YouTube channel, who's thinking of investing in your channel, no matter how big or small the company is, what added value does your channel provide? You got to imagine it as your sale pitch, as if you're selling yourself as well as selling your channel or what have you. What are you selling and giving to someone else that, you know, can't actually do this? And that got me thinking, because obviously, you know, with me, I have so many dreams and visions of what I've envisioned up, and even though they haven't fully come true, as well as all these goals set in place of what I've shared when I first started the channel 2-3 years ago, based on, you know, my aims and goals, even though some of it has been, you know, met of these aims and goals, but not all of them, because I know for a fact there's, as I said in one of the videos, that some of the mental health topics still needs to clearly be addressed today, basically, because some of them are still taboo. And I feel like also in saying this in a part of the mental health while I'm advocating and educating you all, that it goes for also men's mental health, as I said, because I can't stress it enough that men needs to open up more. Even though I get a backlash of people right now saying to me, maybe guys deal with their emotions and their thoughts in a different pattern than females. Yes, I understand that males and females are two different species dealing with their two different roles of everything. Yes, okay, we're the caring, nurture kind of being of the females, whereas men are seen to be tough and the overprotective one, and, you know, provides for the female or for the family or whatever it may be. And then in saying this also, which I really get a bit, well, not angry as such, but a bit frustrated about men, even though the myth or stereotype of men shouldn't be crying over spilled milk or shouldn't be able to express their feelings and emotions. But I feel in some ways, if they do it in the right way, however, maybe they'll understand, as well as hopefully come into a mutual agreement if they were with a partner that was supporting them, that they're not alone. Because once in a while it's okay to talk it out, I believe. But back to this, how would I word this to you guys honestly? I feel I've got too many values in me that I have to give regardless to the world and to others around me, even though, as I said, I'm self-educating myself, as well as trying to self-advocate for myself, as well as advocating for others around me on the mental health spectrum, as well as the autistic spectrum. And I'm hoping to be your guys' voices regardless, as I said, to mentor, educate, to basically just be your support person, your listening ear if need be, when you need someone to listen, or even maybe if you need someone for a sound advice, because there are some things I've been through that may be surprised that I'll be able to help you with. But bearing in mind of all this, though, I'm fully aware of my, you know, limitations, as well as my self-awareness in general, based on just the stuff that I may go through versus just this everyday things that I need to support myself in my being, regardless what it may be it if I need some specialized, you know, support through groups that I'm supposed to be in, or networks, even though at this point of time I'm trying to, you know, build up the courage to network with other people that are like-minded like me, and hopefully in saying this that I can get off the ground. I'm also, like, in saying this, despite the limitations I may have on me and the hurdles and whatnot, or shall we say the hurdles and hoops that I've been jumping through in the past few years of what I've been through to get through to where I am today, basically it's still an everyday struggle, as I said in one of my videos, based on, you know, that autistic tag, that I'm hoping, fingers crossed, to still in a year's time do these videos, and then saying this also to be in a job that I enjoy, hopefully, and saying this, that all these other things that I've been putting aside a lot due to, you know, my anxiety, and that I can just push through regardless, even though I know there are other people around me that may go through the same things. And, you know, I'm trying to take it one day at a time now, because obviously many people are telling me off, stop racing ahead of time of what I've got, but my mind races like 24/7, so that's why I'm trying to, you know, write things down and whatnot before it all disappears, even if it's an idea or whatever it may be that sparks me, you know, finding that little spark that ignites in me of my passion to run for it. Bearing that in mind also of my limitations, though, I do my utmost best in captivating and doing some entertaining videos for you all, regardless if it's, you know, not to your cup of tea, you know, be it if it's challenges, be it if it's just get to know me tags, or whatever it may be, that hopefully in saying this, that, you know, you still can come on the ride with me, because at this point in time I'm hoping to change up stuff after hopefully getting the right equipment that I may need, hearsay. But more importantly, I'm more focusing my story on my life, you know, how I can try and share it with you guys by inviting you into my life, because as we know, as vloggers that do these lifestyle kind of vlogs, that it can be difficult, because some of them maybe want to keep some intact, be it, you know, some of the things that's personal, which is fair again, because obviously, you know, some people may fear they get judged or rejected by their peers or whatever it may be, because I feel in this point of time with me especially, I am that person. But as I said, I'm going to try and be real and transparent with you guys to see the good, bad and the ugly outside of what my life is like, regardless, hearsay. In saying this, I'm hoping to improve the best version of myself as well. As we know, our life is a journey, regardless, on and off the channel, and in saying this, that we should be able to express ourselves one way or another, either through the screen or just being able to do it in public, regardless, you know. And I know many people may think, you know, this is crazy, but it's just the world we're living right now. I feel that, you know, we have to try and compete with others, obviously, and saying this, sometimes it feels like we're just crying out for attention like the boy cried wolf. I want for myself as well as for others, maybe on the spectrum as well as off the spectrum, as I said, mental health, to educate and advocate to others that we're not all alone and we're not all the same, especially for people that are autistics, because many people have this misconception, just because you meet one autistic, you think that they're all the same. No, far from it. Every autistic is basically different, as I said, and I can't stress it enough. And in saying this, you know, I feel right now that to this day, I'm not sure how others may feel and may agree or disagree on this, who are on the spectrum. To me, I feel like some of us are feeling excluded in some everyday activities that goes on in the community, and I feel that right now I'm one of them, and I'm trying to push myself out there a bit more to try and socialize a bit more, despite my social anxiety and that I get, so that I can, you know, be involved. But like I said before, I've told you guys about my storyline of the social energy tanks. So when I am socializing with a group of people, I am okay in small groups, but in larger groups, I don't know, say if I was to, like someone said to me as an example, do a speech in front of, I don't know, 150 or so people, how would I feel about that, you know? And my answer to that will be, you know, I'll be scared shitless, because like, it's been a while since I've been speaking on stage. I used to do choir back in the time, a long time ago on stage and whatnot, and, you know, it just is plain done difficult. In saying this though, I want to hope to provide the world of good while I'm doing what I'm doing, trying to leave a legacy behind me, that hopefully, in saying this, that while I'm trying to advocate and stuff and support you guys through the thick and thin of whatever it may be you're going through, be it your mental health or just general stuff that you want to rave at me or whatever it may be, that hopefully I can produce some good enough videos for you guys as well, you know, to raise awareness, especially mainly in adults on the spectrum, because obviously, as I said before in one of the videos, most of the time with autistic related stuff is always related to the children. And little do we know, sometimes it can be hard to diagnose, you know, adults, especially at a later time in life, sort of thing, that they may show out some autistic traits. And like, there still needs to be some more research and that to be done on that front, I believe, as well. And saying this, hopefully in due time, that they have enough information gathered to try and, you know, solve that problem or find a way to diagnose adults. Because at this point in time, even though we've got that diagnostic manual that has changed in the diagnostic manual 5 about, you know, autistic spectrum disorder, I think now they've changed it again, sort of thing. And I'll link that up somewhere of trying to find that DSM-5 manual that I'm talking about, sort of thing, that here in New Zealand, what they've probably put their thoughts onto that as well. In saying this though, also, I'm hoping to provide enough good videos for you guys, regardless of mental health, as well as I said, autism related videos. In saying this, along the way of that, I'm hoping that you can see the real deal of me, you know, in the flesh, even if you have known me outside of YouTube and that. And hopefully in saying this, that it's all about accepting one another. So if you accept me for who I am, what I am, I just want to thank you for that. I'm wanting to hopefully engage with the community to know what people think and use their freedom of speech, because obviously we're entitled to speak freely, and how we speak freely will determine who and what we really are. And also to give sound advice along the way, hopefully, as well as being your voice, and also in saying this, to bring comfort and peace towards you guys, like almost being a friend, almost, if you want me to be your friend. However, even though it's really hard sometimes, even though I'm hoping soon to talk about people on the spectrum versus social media, as well as mental health and social media and all this eventually soon. So this quickly ends, hopefully, just a brief overview of something to think about, of what, you know, one of the group members in the small YouTubers community asked us all to think about. If you're into any of the videos I said before, feel free to subscribe, as I said before. Don't forget to also turn on the notification bell so you can keep up to date with when I upload my new content. And also feel free to share these videos around, because I believe that some of the videos I have shared recently needs to be addressed as well for any one of you of these important matters. I'm also hoping to share out some of the important matters that I said in one of my pieces that are changing here in New Zealand, even though many people may give me a slap on the hand about it. But this is just my food for thought, even though, yes, okay, people may agree to disagree, but I just don't want too much backlash in saying this. So I want to question you guys, basically the same question that was answered in the group, if any of you are doing YouTube videos and stuff, be it if you're a big YouTuber or a small YouTuber. If you were to pitch your YouTube channel, who's thinking of visiting your channel? 1, what added value does your channel provide? And imagine it as your sale pitch, as if you're selling yourself as well as the channel. And then 2, what are you selling and giving to someone else that can't? I want to challenge that to you guys today. And in saying this, guys, I want to thank you all for watching. Do what you love what you do. And I'll see you next time.